Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I feel like talking about some people. What's up? So listen, let's go ahead and get into it. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd. And not just Floyd, the mama too. You should have did a better job of raising your daughter. Now you might be talking to her through some glass, right? Instead of her name being Yaya, they're going to start referring to her as inmate 572-00357, right? While you running around here, Floyd, having 6 and 7 girlfriends, you should have been raising your daughter. But it looks like she had to raise herself. Now she don't know no better. So for y'all who don't know, they say Yaya, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, could be facing up to 20 years. This is according to the Neighborhood Talk and the Jasmine brand. The Jasmine brand says that Yaya is facing serious legal trouble. In April of 2020, she was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. She was accused of stabbing NBA young boy's baby mother, LaPatra Lachey Jacobs, I don't know these people's names, multiple times, which resulted in serious injuries. According to the reports, Yaya Mayweather is facing up to 20 years in prison for the assaults. The 21-year-old welcomed a baby boy with her on and off again boyfriend, NBA Youngboy, this past January. This is the rapper is 21, NBA Youngboy. This is the rapper's 7th child. That's not a misprint. This is NBA Youngboy's 7th child at 21 years old. She did, however, show support for NBA Youngboy in March. He was arrested in connection to a drug bust, and he was charged with 1 count of illegal possession of firearms by a felon in a possession of an unregistered weapon. Because of his arrest, Yaya Mayweather posted a story to her Instagram page with her newborn wearing a onesie that said, "Free my daddy." Let me tell you something. If your newborn is walking around here with a onesie on talking about "free my daddy," okay. Girl, so according to the Neighborhood Talk, they uploaded some documents, and it looks like the state of Texas picked up these charges. Y'all know when she allegedly stabbed that girl that was here in Houston. So it looks like the state of Texas has picked up these charges. So it's the state of Texas versus Yaya Mayweather. You know, this whole time I thought the girl name was Yaya. I thought that was her real name. But her first name is Ayana Amaya. That's her middle name, Mayweather. Girl, your mama and daddy did a piss poor job of raising you. You know, they say some people are not raised, some people just grow up. I don't know if y'all know, baby, but the state of Texas, let me tell you something. I don't know nothing about no law. But one thing I do know is, baby, when the state of Texas start picking up charges, girl, you in some trouble. Now, they say she could face up to 20 years, but it could be like, well, basically up to 20 years. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I think the helper should go to jail. I don't care about her being 21. Should she go for 20 years? Okay, probably not 20 years. I think the little girl who she stabbed, probably, is all right. But the truth of the matter is, if you stab me, I'm pressing charges till I can't press no more. Press, babe. What Cardi B say? Press, bitch. I'm pressing. If you stab me. See, a lot of y'all don't realize how the real world actually works. See, a lot of y'all still think, unfortunately for your soul, that you think that you can go around here putting your hands on people unprovoked, right? Or some of y'all say you was provoked, Some of y'all think that you can really go around here stabbing people and think that there will be no consequences. I think she should go to jail. at a minimum of a year or two. Girl, you should go to jail. You need to know that these are the consequences for you picking up a knife and stabbing someone and then them having to go to the hospital for treatment. You should go to jail. I don't give a damn about her being a new mama. I don't give a damn. That baby don't even know who she is. By the time she get out, the baby will be all right. She needs to go to jail. And that's just on period. And before you go to jail, let helper go get tested. Cause girl, if your baby daddy got seven children, how many baby mamas do he got? We know he ain't using condoms. You know, I don't know if y'all know this, but it's a lot of stuff in these streets that you can catch and can't get rid of. I always use condoms, I always wrap it up right. Girl, like my sister said about somebody else, honey, I know them hoes pH balance is off. Hello? She should go to jail. She should go to jail. Go to jail and then make sure you put your baby on a onesie that say free my mama and my daddy. Girl. Oh, wait. Anyway, y'all. You know what's so crazy? I knew someone who, it was a white girl I used to work with. And we got real close. Actually, me and her friend, all three of us got close. But I was really closer to her than I was to her friend. I invited them to my birthday. They came to my birthday party one year and everything. Girl, this was when I was in my 20s. But girl, I had got real cool with her. Her boyfriend was black. Girl, he was fine as hell too. But girl, trifling, no good. Girl, abusive. Girl, one day, I think I told a story before, girl. One day I went to work. She's sitting in her cubicle, girl, just makeup all crunchy. Just crunchy. Girl, just crunchy. I'm just looking at the bit. Talking about, I think she said she fell down some stairs or she ran into a wall. Okay. Anyways, girl, boyfriend beat her ass. She didn't want to press charges. Girl, the state of Texas picked them charges up. Where you think he went? Girl, he went to jail. I don't know what's going to happen to Yaya, because Yaya daddy got a little bit of money, right? He got a little bit of money. So Yaya might be all right, you know, but I think she should go to jail. I'm tired of people walking around here cutting people, right? Putting their hands on people and think that, girl, there's no consequences for your action. Now, I understand sometimes you have to defend yourself, right? Sometimes you have to defend yourself and you have to fight. Or maybe you have to pick up a knife and cut somebody. But in situations like this, silly ass situations like this, well, girl, you pretty much fighting over a nigga who ain't nothing. And even if it was something, the simple fact that you're still fighting over somebody and not even fighting, girl. You're not even fighting, girl. You picked up a knife. Like, that takes you to a whole nother level. Lock her ass up. Let her mama and daddy, let the baby take care of herself. Because clearly, Yaya been taking care of herself. I don't know, girl. I don't care. Her ass need to be in jail. Who else we talking about next? All right. Who else we talking about? Ooh. Let's go ahead. Oh, oof. Oh, Nicole. Because I'm a savage. Hey, girl, Nicole said I'm a savage, honey. Nicole said I'm getting to the money one way or another. Girl. So Nicole Young, y'all know that's Dr. Dre's ex-wife. Girl, according to page 6, Dr. Dre served with divorce docs at grandmother's funeral. Girl. Dr. Dre's estranged wife, Nicole Young, had the Nothing But a G Thing rapper served with divorce papers at his grandmother's funeral, according to a new report. The process server arrived at a cemetery in Los Angeles on Monday where Dre, 56, was laying his late relative to rest and got into a dispute with the Beats Entertainment founder when he tried to give him the legal documents, source told TMZ Wednesday. Insiders close to Dre claim he was standing right beside his grandma's casket when the server tried to give When I tell you, baby, these girls is ruthless, honey. Can you imagine being like trying to lay your grandmother to rest and girl, somebody walk up talking about her? Is your name Andre Young? This for you. Insiders close to Dre claimed he was standing right beside his grandma's casket when the server tried to give him the papers, TMZ said. However, sources on Young's side say the documents were served at the cemetery's parking lot, according to DMZ. Now, y'all know I'm the last one to take up for Dr. Dre. Girl, but is it really a difference between serving somebody some papers in the parking lot of the cemetery or girl right by the casket? At that point, girl, we playing tomato. Girl, at that, girl, in real life, in real life, y'all, is it really a difference? Is there really a difference between you serving somebody some papers in the parking lot of the cemetery versus the actual girl versus 10 feet away? Girl, no. It's not a difference, girl. To me, it's not. Dre reportedly was so upset that he would not take the court papers in his hands, forcing the process server to drop the documents either by the grave site or the parking lot, according to conflicting sources. TMZ reports that the documents ordered to pay a balance of over $1,224,567 for Young's attorney's fees. The Aftermath Entertainment CEO reportedly only paid $325,433 of $1.5 million ordered by a California judge. Reps and attorneys for Dre and Young did not immediately return Page 6 requests for comments. The former couple, who were married for 24 years, baby, that's over 2 decades, have had a very contentious split thus far, since Young, 51, filed for divorce in June of 2020. Young has accused the hip-hop star in court papers of abuse that was so bad she now has post-traumatic stress syndrome, though Dre has strongly denied the abuse claims. Y'all believe that? Y'all believe Dr. Dre, who has a history of knocking a bitch upside the head, now all of a sudden ain't knocked Nicole upside hers in 24 years? I don't believe it. No, I don't believe that. Okay. In July, a judge ordered Dre to pay Young nearly $300,000 in spousal support monthly. The former NWA member will have to keep paying the massive amount due to his ex until she remarries or enters into a domestic partnership, or unleash the court orders otherwise at a later date. Girl, bitch, you a dumbass hoe, Nicole. If you ever get married or get into a domestic partnership, as far as I'm concerned, bitch, I'll be single for the rest of my life. The estranged pair whose son, Truce, 24, and Truly, 20, have not been able to agree on how they will divide all assets of Dre's estimated $800 million fortune. Girl, it's messed up that, girl, he couldn't even bury his grandmother, give her a proper burial. With that being said, it's hard for me to feel sorry for Dr. Dre because of the things that we know about him and the way that he has handled people, specifically women, right? So it's hard for me to say, oh my God, that's so wrong, Girl, you know, when your bad karma comes, girl, it can come in any shape or form. And it really can come into the form of an ex-wife named Nicole Young. When I tell you Nicole is not playing with Dr. Dre's ass at all, bitch, at all. Like, girl, no fucks given. When you serve somebody papers at their grandmother's funeral, girl, you know you don't have to give a fuck about the nigga. Girl, I don't give a fuck about him. Go give him the papers. Girl, quiet as it's kept, girl. I don't know how that shit worked, but maybe your ass should have been answering the phone, Dr. Dre. Hello? Hello? That's what you should have been saying. No, I'm not saying it. That's what you should have been saying when the phone rung. But you didn't, though. Anyways, so the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Ye, is that his name now? He changed his name to Ye. Girl, not only did he change his name to Ye, is it Ye or Ye? I think it's Ye. He also let his children cut his hair. Ye, you look a fucking mess. A mess. Girl, it looked like you let Song, Chicago, Saint, and North take turns in cutting your head. And it's going to be some of y'all out there right now that's going to try to pull that same shit that Kanye pulled. And you're going to look like a fool. You're going to look like you got, what is it called, alopecia by the head? What is it called? Is it called alopecia? Bitch, you're going to look like you thin and then you balding. See, some of y'all trying to rush the process. Don't rush it. Because when it comes and that hair start falling out, you're going to be mad. Just let your hair fall out naturally. That's what I'm doing. Half y'all hoes trying to rush for God. You just want to look patchy. You just want to look patchy. Kanye, you look like a fool. Now, don't get it twisted, girl. Kanye, in my opinion, is that girl when it comes to fashion. You know, a lot of the girls don't like to give Kanye his props, but Kanye been putting the girls on a fashion tip since he hit the scene with a gangster lane. Girl, Kanye had all of us walking around here. What is it, Argyle sweaters? Remember back in the day, we used to all have a sweater on with a button down underneath. We had on two shirts at the same time, knowing damn well we could have wore one shirt on Monday and one shirt on Tuesday. Nuh-uh. We was gonna put our sweater and our button down underneath. Remember he had everybody walking around here looking like the college dropout? Right. Y'all don't remember them days? I remember, honey. Kanye looked like a fool. Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. According to Rolling Stone, I'm not reading all of this. I'm just going to read some of it. Jennifer Huff had asked the court to fine the singer and her husband, Kenneth Petty, in default and award her $20 million for alleged harassment. But a court clerk found no foul on Minaj's part, only Petty's. Nicki Minaj scored a legal victory Tuesday when a federal court clerk decided the Beam Me Up Scotty rapper didn't fail to respond to the lawsuit claiming she harassed and tried to bribe the woman at the center of her husband's attempted conviction. The plaintiff, Jennifer Huff, had asked the court to fine the singer and her husband, Kenneth Petty, in default and award her $20 million for her claims that she endured a relentless campaign of bribery, intimidation, harassment, and stalking from the couple aimed at getting her to recant her claim Petty her at knife point in 1994. The federal clerk for the Eastern District of New York denied the request related to Minaj on Tuesday, writing on the court docket that it appears Minaj filed paperwork last week saying she finally hired a lawyer to defend her. The clerk did, however, certify that Petty has not filed an answer or otherwise moved with respect to the complaint. In a sworn statement filed October the 15th, Minaj said she thought she had successfully hired her lawyer in late September after speaking with him over Zoom, but the series of innocent miscommunications led to a delay in the payment of his retainer. Y'all believe that bullshit? I don't think that happened. I think that Nicki was pissing on this whole situation. Like, I'm Nicki. However, my failure to respond to the complaint was the product of an innocent mistake, and I asked the court to excuse the delay so that I can defend what I believe to be an entirely frivolous case, she wrote in her declaration. I confirm the truth of those portions of defendant's declaration concerning my role in her failure to secure my services promptly, the lawyer Judd Brewston wrote in a related statement. Huff's lawyer Tyrone Blackburn told Rolling Stone Tuesday that he still plans to pursue a default motion against Petty for the $20 million. Basically, from what I get, girl, if I can't get it from Nicki, I'm gonna get it from Kenneth. And girl, we know Kenneth ain't got it, so I don't know what's gonna happen at that point. Girl, they married, right? I don't know. It's interesting that Kenneth Petty is currently in the Eastern District of New York suing the state of New York, but he has no respect for this proceeding and no respect for this judge to come forward and answer for violating Jennifer Huff in 1994 and all the harassment he and his wife and his goons visited upon her since then, Blackburn said. Girl, I'm gonna put the link to the description, the link to the article in the description box. Girl, I guess it's a small victory for Nicki, but girl, it don't look like they are really in the clear. It's just that, girl, we're just not gonna give you $20 million right now. I believe it. I believe that Kenneth and Nicki and the people that work for Kenneth and Nicki, they have been harassing this woman. I believe it. And I hope whatever money she's trying to get, well, clearly she ain't gonna get that $20 million. Hopefully she can get something. Leave that lady alone. You decided to marry that man, Nicki, knowing the baggage that he had, okay? So deal with it, sister. Anyways. Who else? Girl, Wendy Williams. So, Wendy Williams. It looks like she's not returning to the purple chair anytime soon. I saw that Sherry Shepherd is supposed to be there for like a week or two, I think in November. And it was someone else that I saw. But basically, I don't think that she's coming back anytime before Thanksgiving or probably even before Christmas. Probably for the rest of this year. I don't even know. It's weird. Like, I just think that she should go ahead and just call it quits, right? Given us, you have left an imprint in the industry. Girl, there is, in my opinion, it's always somebody who came before somebody who came before somebody. But for me, Wendy Williams is that girl. She's always going to be that girl. But I think that the simple fact that, and I know that it's more than Wendy just sitting in front of a chair. Sitting in a chair for an hour. I know it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. But I think that at this point, Wendy should probably just call it quits. Because if you cannot muster up enough energy or your health is not in the best condition to just sit in front of a camera, for girl, quiet as it's kept, 45 minutes with commercial breaks, right? If you can't sit in front of a camera for 45 minutes, girl, it's bad. I'm not saying Wendy doesn't do other stuff behind the scenes, but what I'm saying is, girl, for us, you just on camera for 60 minutes, and the girl, that's not even 60 minutes when you factor in the commercial breaks. So, but we're just gonna say 60 minutes, right? You're literally on our TV screen, we're here in Houston, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if you can't do that, then girl, I think it's a wrap for Wendy Williams and her show. I've said this, I stopped being a faithful watcher of Wendy Williams like years ago. As much as I love her, but I used to get so frustrated with Wendy when she would tell stories. And girl, the stories will be all over the place. Don't get it twisted. Yes, sometimes us as YouTubers, we may say the wrong name or we may get a fact. Well, I guess it's not a fact if we get it wrong. We may get some information wrong, right? And I'm trying to make excuses for us. Oh, girl, make excuses for me. But girl, when you're watching a show after show after show, they're trying to do a Hot Topics video on top of Hot Topics video. Sometimes you got a lot going on up here, right? But girl, Wendy got a whole team. I just think that Wendy, girl, it's a wrap for Wendy. I think that Wendy just needs to go ahead, try to return to the purple chair as soon as possible, knock this season out, and girl, let this be the end of it. Girl, you can't even come to work for a fucking hour, girl. No tea, no shade. You can't even come to work for an hour. Girl, you ain't even gotta do, you ain't got to sit in front of the camera for no more than literally 45 minutes at most. And you can't even do that, sister. Do that make sense what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if Wendy had to sit there and be in front of the camera for 8 hours. Girl, all you gotta do is literally come to work, show up for hair and makeup, go in front of the camera, do your job, and then, girl, the show is over, and then go on by your business. But the simple fact that she can't even do that lets me know that it's bad. Who can't show up to work for 45 minutes? An hour. But I hope whatever's going on with Wendy Williams, she's okay. You know. Hope that she's okay. I hope that she's getting the help or the rest that she needs. But I still think that, you know, girl, it's a wrap. Or at least it should be. It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to come back and do a hour job in front of the camera. Like I said, I understand that there are other things that go behind the scenes, but girl, at least in front of the camera, girl. You can't get it together for 60 minutes? And I'm giving you 60 minutes, and we know it ain't even 60 minutes. Shout out to Wendy. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.